Hello and welcome to WorldIn5. An outbreak of foot and mouth disease has been reported in Beitbridge, with the area being put under quarantine to control the outbreak. This was revealed by the Matebeleland South Provincial Veterinary Director, Dr. Enat Mhlongwa, during a Provincial Development Committee meeting held in Bulawayo. Dr. Mhlongwa said they are currently on the ground with indications pointing to free-roaming buffaloes as a source of the outbreak.
We have found it in 3 properties. We found it at Mavimba tip tank. We've also found it at Chopepe tip tank. And we've also found it at Roy Cooper's farm. This is how this disease is spread. And for foot and mouth being an infectious disease, if you don't put everything under quarantine, you risk exporting this disease, to other places. But we are going to be slowly removing some of the quarantine areas that we've put under quarantine so that people continue to trade.
Zimbabwe's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Trade, Professor Eman Murira, had a courtesy call from Brazil's ambassador to Zimbabwe, Vilma Rogueiro Coutinho. Zimbabwe and Brazil have reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening bilateral relations, with discussions focusing on cooperation in agriculture, trade, and technology transfer. Discussions also touched on Zimbabwe's formal application to join BRICS, with Brazil's current chairmanship providing valuable guidance on the necessary steps.
And Brazil, to us, has an extremely strong and excellent attitude of cooperation, especially South-South cooperation. Brazil is a very strong country in that, and it aligns very well with the Zimbabwe's vision, as expressed by His Excellency the President, Dr. Idi Mnangagwa, of making sure that we make a better world. We have also discussed about Zimbabwe's formal application to be associated with BRICS in the categories that are deemed fit within BRICS, but we are associated with BRICS because Brazil is the current chair of BRICS. We have had a lot of exchanges, positive and a good guidance from Brazil as chair of our BRICS on steps that we have to take.
Now, Masvingo City Council has embarked on an expansion project at one of its clinics, Runyararo, in response to an increasing number of key populations seeking treatment services. Currently, the clinic has nearly 100 members of the key population accessing services. It has a catchment population of around 28,000 people. Now, City Health Director Suzanne Madamombe told journalists that the expansion of the clinic was also taking into account privacy concerns by key populations such as sex workers.
We also had our own funds that have already been availed with regards to support of our program. For example, I think you can see that we are extending our infrastructure because we had noted that we have got a problem of privacy with regards to our KVP program. So we mitigated that by ensuring that we would put into our 2025 budget funds so that we expand our clinic. So we are now going to be able to have some activities that are within the KP program being done also on the extension that we are doing. So we are going to be enhancing our privacy as we are offering our services to the KPs.
United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, Filipino Grandi, has called on the international community to step up development assistance along with humanitarian assistance to refugees. And in an interview marking World Refugee Day that fell on Friday, Grandi briefed China Central Television in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, on the dire humanitarian situation faced by tens of millions of displaced people in Africa. The UN refugee chief stressed the need to provide these populations with both humanitarian aid and all-round development assistance.
Africa hosts more than 40 million refugees or internally displaced people. These are like refugees, but they don't cross borders. This is 1/3 of the total displaced population in the world, which is about 122 million. That's a very high figure. And why? Because of so many conflicts. You have the Sudan war, you have war in the Democratic Republic of Congo, you have many conflicts in the Sahel region in West Africa, you have political tensions in places like South Sudan, fragility in places like Somalia. It is also violations of human rights, and it is also other phenomena like climate change that is putting a lot of pressure on poor communities throughout the continent. All of this situation push people to move from their homes, and when they can, they cross borders and become refugees.
And that's all we had for you on World in 5.